Hi, how's it going? And I've got a reflection in my glasses, that is very helpful. Oh boy, I've already had to move my phone down just to cut the light out of this shot. And yes, I know the lighting is not great anyway. That's not the point. Anyway, I'm here. Sorry, I've just been eating chocolate. Anyway, I'm here to talk about Graham Norton's Homestretch. Oh my gosh. This book took my breath away. I don't even know where to begin. Wow is all I can say. Okay, let's just start with a few trigger warnings. There's hints of homophobic language. It's not completely throughout the book. There are hints of it, and that's not heavy, so that's not huge trigger warnings. There's hints. There's sexual assault / misconduct. Again, that's not heavy throughout the book. I'm blanking on the trigger warnings actually. There's abuse, domestic abuse in here as well. I'm really blanking on the trigger warnings, my word. Oh, death of a loved one. Huge one in there. Anyway, despite the fact that this sounds like a tragic story, it's also full of hope. It's also full of hope, making yourself kind of renew. I can remember one of the quotes that I did actually write down in my journal. You can see my journal literally open there on my bed. And I'm still holding this up. Okay. This Connor has risen from the ashes. Of that Connor, and there could be no going back. So literally, the character Connor literally says he's risen from the ashes. So basically, Connor, and I don't want to say too much of the reason because it kind of gives away most. That is a huge spoiler for the reason that he's kind of gone. But he moves away from his small community in Ireland and he goes to England. And that was the reason why he feels reborn. He goes all over the place. He goes from England to New York, where he eventually stays. And this book takes us on a journey throughout a lot of years. It starts in 1987. Then at one point it goes, I think it goes to 1996. And then it goes to 2003. I can't remember the entire years, but it just jump about to the future and the past quite a lot, particularly back to 1987. And I can't really tell you the reason why. But all I'm saying is this is very well written, I have to say. I am shocked at how written it was. That is no offence to Graham Norton, but I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed. I loved it. This is a personal preference. I did, in my journal, I gave it 4 stars. That's when I only give books 4 stars, like ratings. I gave it 4 stars in my journal, only because there was a scene towards the end that I thought was a bit too graphic for me, but it didn't last long. But I just thought, whoa, okay, that was a bit graphic. And whilst there were other kind of steamy kind of things going on throughout the book, it wasn't that steamy as it was in that bit towards the end. That was a bit too far for me. But that was a personal preference. You might be totally fine with that. But yeah, read this. It's amazing. It's fantastic. Go and read it. That is all I'm going to say.